Hold on. Hello?
Yo, Isaac, what's up, man? Welcome to the Moto Aftermath show, sir.
Oh, very excited to be here.
Hell yeah,
Man.
bro.
All
right. So this is our West Coast contributor, Mr. Isaac Gonzalez. He has been providing us with all of the footage from the Elsinore test tracks, the A1. Now we've got a bunch of San Diego footage. He's going to A2 next weekend. At least that's what he told me. So
yeah, best known for his appearance on the Weed Show.
yes, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Weed
That
show.
was awesome.
Spring Creek. Yes.
Caught up with Jason yesterday, too,
Oh, did you?
at the race. Yeah, I've seen him ever since that weed show. He's recognized me, and it's been really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, Weege is a cool guy. We ran into him at Redbud, and I'm sure you probably heard this, but we literally had the Dylan Danger Zone shirts on, and we were like, "Bro, look, we made these shirts
remember.
literally for you." And he was like, "Oh, no way!" So
Yeah, I got a
That's
buddy
awesome.
down in North Carolina too that sees him at the local mountain bike course or whatever.
oh, okay,
This is cool, by the way.
Yeah, I was just
Isaac.
about to
What's up, Bo?
Stubb did a no call. Well, he called.
he
a
call.
no-show.
Yeah, Justin's not here today.
Yeah,
he
Justin's
has
not
he
here.
has work, and I'm air quoting work here.
Yeah, he might have work. I don't know. Real estate's a different game, but
We'll see.
yeah, where was I going with that?
I don't know.
Mountain bike. He just at the local mountain bike trail. My buddy Brody rolled up and started talking to him, and like ended up locked into like a full hour conversation with Weege on a casual Wednesday.
Everybody says that. They're
Oh,
like,
that's
dude,
awesome.
he'll talk to anybody forever. So.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Isaac, you've been to the first two rounds here, actually seeing this in person here. So, what have you been seeing? What are you noticing that we're not seeing on TV? Like, give us the 411 here. Give us your analysis here of the season so far, both 450s and 250s.
All right. Track-wise, I think A1 in San Diego track-wise is completely different. A1, like a lot of, like you guys said on the show, it was really ruddy, and I think that kind of caught some guys off guard. But like I think Justin said it on the show, we know Tomax Bike's going to work on the East Coast now, and I think these guys are in trouble, especially with the starts that are going.
Yeah,
So,
I would agree.
I
with
mean,
that.
and 250 wise, I want to see what Levi Kitchen can do at the start.
Oh, you mean if he doesn't go down in
Yeah,
the
if
first
he
corner?
Yeah. I mean, he pulled a start in the heat race. What was it, yesterday? And
Yeah.
I mean, he did pretty good with it.
Yeah, I'll with a start thing too. I was just looking at some lap times here from last night, at least San Diego. And you may be able to say a little more since you're there actually seeing the guy come through the pack. But looking at average lap times, RJ Hampshire actually had the fastest average lap time over Jett. So, what can that man do with the
Really?
start? I don't know.
I think you can win. He's
Think so?
he's like the one guy right now that could beat Jett, in my opinion.
Yeah, just as long as he doesn't yard sale himself, right?
Oh man. All right. So we were at the new stadium yesterday. What
Yes.
did you go into the pits or whatever?
I did, but I didn't get really into it because I was talking to Jason for so long, and then I had to do qualifying. So I didn't get into it as much as I wanted to, but as far as the pits, it's nice not to walk 50 miles to the pits.
Yeah.
Other than like Petco Park, the pit. I don't know. Have you guys been to Petco?
No, we
No.
haven't been to San Diego yet at all.
No, you're our West Coast guy, bro.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
East Coast
okay.
only.
No, San Diego, Petco Park, you had to walk like 2 blocks from the stadium to go to the pits. This one, it's literally right there. And this stadium sits right next to where Qualcomm used to be. And I loved Qualcomm growing up. So it's a lot smaller than Qualcomm, but I think it reminded me a lot like, remember when we went to Orlando a few years ago?
Yeah.
That stadium reminded me of that.
Okay.
I mean, I've never been to Orlando, but watching it on TV, I have.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Sexton said in something I was watching that it was giving him Salt Lake City vibes, and when I kind of
Really?
looked at it, it reminded me of that too, of like not a huge stadium, but but just big enough to do. What was the crowd like yesterday? Because to me, it looked very sparse on TV.
It looked really light in practice for sure.
According to a few sources, like the Snapdragon Stadium website, that was a sold out crowd. So, I mean,
yeah.
What did you see though? Like, were there a lot of empty seats, or was it pretty full?
No, it was pretty full, and I got to tell you, for when Malcolm came through the pack for heat number 2, that was loud.
Yeah,
I could hear it on TV and talk about that ride. Holy shit,
Yeah,
he
that
looked
was-
good. My fantasy pick was looking sweet.
Yeah, me too.
And right down the shitter.
Yeah.
But hey, Isaac,
No,
I want to ask you a couple questions. I know you've been spending some time at the test tracks and stuff, and been able to interact with some of these riders. Who's your favorite guy that you've gotten to interact with?
Honestly, I got to be honest. It's got to be Adam Cianciarulo.
Yeah.
I've only had one interaction with him, or Adam, or I mean, we can talk about Max Volan too. Just, I don't even know what happened last night, but yeah, Max Volan gave me and Max Volan sat there for 5 minutes. He told me how much better the bike was, and then Adam just straight up gave me his jersey randomly. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. And then one thing I've noticed since I've gotten into the sport, the privateers normally they talk a lot more than like an Eli or a Chase. That's what I've noticed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I think it's super cool that you have had at least a little interaction with those guys. And
Yeah.
and when I saw the that Adam gave you a jersey, I thought that was pretty damn cool because not a lot of people have their hands on a number 9 jersey, and you
Yeah.
do, brother. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've been pushing him. I'm like, we need number plates for the wall.
Oh yeah,
I'm trying.
it's so hard to walk
trying.
that line. I'm sure you feel the same way, Isaac. Is like you don't want to go up there and bother those guys and be the guy that's like, hey, give me your jersey,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
give me your number plate and all that. But you do look for opportunities because I know I do. If I can slide away in, like, hey, I don't know if that jersey will fit in your suitcase, but
Yeah.
Dude, this guy talks to everybody. I mean, he sends me pictures all the time with a different rider.
yeah,
I mean,
Oh,
literally all the time. He's like, look who I met today. And I'm just like, man, I hate you sometimes, bro.
yeah,
Like,
that's super cool though.
So,
Super cool.
Dude, I randomly met Dylan Ferrandis last year in like a parking lot too. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
How was he? Was he pretty cool?
he's pretty cool. This happened so I don't remember, was it his thumb that was hurting for outdoors and he couldn't race outdoors?
Yeah, I think it
Something
was
like
a weird
that.
hand injury or something. Yeah, thumb wasn't
Yeah,
it?
so this all happened like a day before he announced that.
Mm.
So
Where were you at?
No,
were you at
I-
McDonald's?
no, he was coming out of a chiropractor
Oh,
down the
Interesting.
street from my house. hmm
No
so
way.
you're kind of like in the hotbed, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
Bro,
No, and then I've met Ricky Johnson at my local coffee shop. I've just ran into so many people. It's crazy.
That's super cool. Doug Lindsay has a cool story from out there. So back in the day, I'm not sure. I think Doug was from more like Temecula area. But I went over to his house and he had a napkin. And I'm like, why do you have this napkin with a signature on it? And he's like, look, bro, look whose signature's actually on that napkin. And I look at it and it's Jeremy McGrath.
holy
And
shit.
he proceeds to tell me, he's like, yeah, man, I was at an In-N-Out. And
Oh,
there were-
no way.
Yeah, I was at an
Oh,
In-N-Out.
no way.
And there was a factory Honda box van outside. And me and my boys go in, get something to eat. We come back out. And Jeremy was sitting in the passenger seat.
That's
And
awesome.
all I had was a napkin.
That's
And he rolled down the window, signed it. So,
That's awesome.
like, that's just the kind of power McGrath has. I got a
yeah.
I got a fucking napkin I'm going to frame with Jeremy McGrath. But it's the story behind it, right?
Yeah.
Like the interaction that you had
Mhm.
with the guy that you're never going to have again. Like around here, Isaac, we live probably now 20, 30 minutes north of Jeff Stanton. Jeff
Yep.
Stanton's
Really?
still here. He's still, if you look, you can kind of see his track that Dirtworks built him way back in the day in the back of his cornfield. His parents were big farmers and stuff. And he still
Yeah.
farms, but Yeah, there's just local legend stories around here of people going to the bowling alley, and he just shows up at the bowling alley to go bowling. And I remember my dad, he would go down, 45 minutes away on M60 down to like Sturgis area.
Yep.
And Jeff would just be out grinding on his road bike.
That's awesome.
Just some cool little stuff like that. But
well, didn't I tell you he was at one of the vintage races I did last year, and he was on a I don't know mid 90s CR 125, blew by me. Like, I mean, dude, jumped over me on the finish line jump because it's like a triple, but it's like rolled out or whatever. And so, of course, I'm doubling it because I suck. And Jeff Stanton just over me, and I'm just like, wow, there he goes. And by the time I turned the next corner, I couldn't see him. Yeah, we got some cool Jeff Stanton stories. I got
oh my god,
my claim to fame is there's a video around somewhere where, yes, Jeff was riding a 250F, but I had my 450. And I ended up jumping in behind him and passing him. And Buck had a video of it out at Buck's house. So that was kind of cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, no disrespect to Jeff, but he kind of upset me, which kind of lit a fire under me. He was like,
oh, yes.
We were kind of sitting in the pits, and we had known Jeff because he would, come up, get window tint and stuff like that at my dad's shop.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, come down to Log Road. They have a modern class, and I'll smoke you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, no shit, you'll smoke me, dude. Like, you got a better resume than half the field or whatever. So I went out there, and I was riding pretty good, and I'm about 130 pounds on a 450. So I was kind of eyeing him down. I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try to pass him. And I did, and then was on my high, and probably 3-4 laps later, I weeded my shit, dude. I crashed pretty hard. But, no, another Jeff Stanton story, and I'll share one more before we can kind of... I know I'm taking up Isaac's time, but I'm sure you probably liking listening to these stories. But, yeah, he was out at Battle Creek riding one day, Jeff was, and had no numbers on Honda. It was, I don't know, probably 2012, 2013, somewhere in there. Maybe a little sooner. But, yeah, he's out there just ripping, just giving her the beans on this bike, rev limiter, the whole nine. And this guy's like, man, who is that guy? He's riding pretty good. And my dad just looks at him and just goes, yeah, he's just a guy from south of town that used to ride quite a bit. And a little while goes back by, and the same guy's like, man, that guy rides really good. Who is that? And my dad, again, looks over at him, and they're just like, yeah, he's just a retired A-rider that lives south of town. Weren't lying. And, a little bit longer goes by, and that dude's watching him. He's like, dude, you got to tell me who this guy is. He's hauling ass. And they were just like, yeah, it's Jeff Stanton.
That's awesome.
So that's the cool interactions that we have, at least over here. We got Jeff around and Nico Izzy, some of those guys we used to have interactions and stuff with, which is kind of cool. That was the biggest reason I asked you, Isaac, because it's, those guys put their pants on the same way we do, so it's kind of interesting to see how they act, when, off the spotlight and whatnot. So
yeah, real quick, Jeff Stanton, he's from the 80s, right?
Yeah, so
I believe so. Okay.
Yeah, they call him 6-time, 3 outdoor, 3 supercross, couple motocross nations.
Yeah, like late 80s, early 90s type stuff.
Well, how old are you, Isaac?
I'm 20.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so
before you were born.
Well, it's getting to the point now where it's like people don't know who Chad Reed is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of
it's getting a little crazy.
I mean, I'm 20. I'm 27. I barely know
you
who Jeff
kids
Stanton
are so
was.
Cute nowadays.
What's that?
You kids are so cute nowadays.
Hey, it's all the same after 21, Isaac.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So Isaac, has our boy El Hombre said anything else to you about us stealing your videos, or is he still?
What's the story on that? I want to hear the whole story on this.
Okay, the story on that. Okay, so I think it was the video that you put up of Marvin at Paula. I put all of the reels on my stories too because out of respect, and I put that one up, and I randomly got a message from him saying, "Are these guys stealing your videos or something?" And what else? I said, "Oh no, I'm sending it to them," or something like that. He's like, "Oh, I see a lot of their videos," and I'm like, "Wait a second, that's Isaac's videos." So, yeah.
That's pretty cool that he knows who you are like that too. Have you had much interaction with Jason too, like in person, or just kind of through Instagram?
I've only met him once, and that was at Millville last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I what, Paula last year when Eli was champion.
Mhm.
Like, I was down there at the podium shaking all those guys' hands.
That's pretty cool.
And that's pretty much it with Jason. I've wanted to say hello to him at Supercross, but these guys are so busy, and I'm not the only fan of these guys, so I understand.
Yeah,
I understand. I can't see them all the time, but I definitely try to.
that is one thing that makes me jealous of you, is that I wish I was in California more preseason to go to the test tracks when these guys had more time,
Or go to the chiropractor.
yeah to be able to say, hey man, what's up? Because I'm like you, like on race day I'm always super like tentative, because I do know these guys' schedules are gnarly, which is what makes the outdoors cool, because they're all there on Friday. So if you see them on Friday, it's much easier to go up and be like, oh hey man, what's up, and talk to them then. Where like on race day, it's like they've got the signings, they have all the other VIPs that are there to see them, all that crap. So it's like walking up and talking to them outside of after the race really is like, I just don't want to bother them. They're at work.
Well, my thing is, I'd really like to connect with those guys like on a different level. Like, all they hear about is motocross stuff, but like Jason, I'd like to pick his brain on real estate and stuff like that. I know he's into some different investments outside of racing.
Yeah.
Eli Tomac, he's had a GT3 RS.
Yeah.
That he track dayed and stuff. Like,
I know, this is what I pitched to Mertz at Redbud about getting the boys on.
I would be like,
Lawrence's.
What'd he say?
He told me to email him, and I did once. And in all fairness, I needed to follow up more because he's a busy guy. So I'm sure that email got,
but like
whatever.
Same thing. Like Hunter's into C10 trucks. My dad's into C10 trucks.
Which is what me and him talked about. We're C10 trucks.
Just like stuff like that, man. Like, these guys have other interests outside of motocross.
Jett's got an R8, doesn't he?
Fortner rolled up in an R8.
Yeah.
I think Jett has one.
I think Jett has an R8 too. And does he have a Bentley or something too, or Rolls or something?
I don't know. He got his tooth fixed though. Did you see that?
Did you see Ando's?
Oh yeah.
It's on the podium or whatever. He's like, yeah, A1 bonus check. I got my tooth fixed.
Did you see Ando's missing a tooth from last week?
No. He's been missing that one for a while.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was courtesy of that awesome crash from last week.
A very looked like the Mookie one.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing too? All of a sudden, when they show like the pre-race stuff from wrapping up A1 or whatever, all of a sudden they had a different angle, a clear angle of Jason crashing last week in practice.
Yeah. Where did that come from?
I have no idea, but I was watching all of a sudden. I was like, wait a minute.
They've been sitting on that one for a little while.
Yeah, that was very clear, and I've not seen that one.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Isaac, you go into A2 then?
I believe so. I know a lot of my dad's work friends are going, so my dad is going to get with them, and we're going to try to get a section next to them. So
okay.
Oh, that'll be rad.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And quick story while we're on here. I tweeted about it to you guys, but I haven't told the whole story yet. So I was in the bathroom last night, and I came back, and my mom was going crazy. Joe Shimoda was sitting in our section, so I just randomly met Joe Shimoda last night.
That's awesome.
Hilarious. She was like,
up second level, or where were your seats?
We were second level, right above where Jett went over the berm into the net.
Yeah.
Which that was fun.
That was awesome.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, because it was right after I tweeted something last night. I'm usually one that runs the Twitter, but
Okay.
Yeah, that Joe Shimoda commercial where they're like,
yeah.
where they're going over the bike like this thing, this,
Oh,
and
yeah.
this, and he's like, well, what do you mean? And they're like, this thing slaps. And
Yeah.
he's like, oh, okay.
Should
Yeah.
have just said that.
Yeah, it reminded me.
That's
Remember
why
the Thor
you said that.
commercials
Okay,
back
I
in the
was
day?
wondering.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Have you seen the Thor commercials from way back, Isaac? Some of them are floating around Instagram and stuff. But
Honestly, since I've been at the races, I haven't really caught this Joe Shimoda. I mean, I've seen it,
yeah.
but I really haven't listened to it that well, so I haven't heard the whole thing. But are they playing that on the broadcast too, like for the commercials?
Yeah, they're playing it on the broadcast, and it reminded me a lot of back in the day. Thor had some really badass commercials. So if you get some time, go on YouTube and look up Thor McGrath semi commercial or something. He's driving down the road. McGrath can't drive stick, keeps stalling the semi, so they toss him out of it. And then there's another one. It's Chad Reed pulls in the driveway, and he picks up Josh Hansen, and there's this dude riding his bicycle down the road, and he's like, brah, and then there's this other dude, and he goes, brap, brap, and then they pull up to the stoplight, and there's this chick walks across, and she's got her cleavage out and the whole nine.
Because it's the 90s.
Because it's the 90s. And Hansen's like waving at her to come over, and she like brushes him off, and then Chad Reed just goes, brr, brr. And that was the commercial, like bike bogging us.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, look them up. I think they're on YouTube, but those commercials like kind of brought the fun back and really reminded me of those. I'm sure a lot of the listeners have seen those commercials, but
yeah.
But yeah, what else was I going to ask you, Isaac? I know, like on a personal level and stuff, man. I know you just had your checkup with some of the stuff that you've been dealing with. I'm glad to see that went all well. I saw your post, and man, just glad to see that. I know you've been through some shit. So
can you give us a brief rundown of what you had going on? Because like me and Cole are pretty aware of it, because obviously we follow you on the Instagram. But but just give us a brief rundown as far as you want to dive into it.
If you want to talk about it, but
I can go in pretty far. Honestly, I don't know a lot about my old heart. Honestly, like I only know what my parents told me, and I'm sure it's way.
Nope.
Did we lose him?
Did we lose him? Oh shit!
We lost him.
We lost him. How do we do that?
The Starlink, dude.
Oh, what the hell just happened?
He's probably like talking still.
He probably is.
We lost you. We
hello?
got the Starlink.
Yeah, we lost you. Internet shit out on us. All right, go ahead, man.
Okay. So last night, overnight, was 2 years since my heart transplant. So that was a little gift from my mom last night to go to the race. And last year, so technically my records show that my transplant was on the 22nd of January, but yesterday feels like it because that's when we got the call and stuff. So yeah, I'm a full-on heart transplant recipient, and it's pretty cool. I remember going to Anaheim 2 in 2020, and by 6 o'clock that night, I was so tired I couldn't do it anymore, and I couldn't breathe. And the past 2 races I've been to, it hasn't been like that. So I'm very grateful to be here, and very grateful to be on the show too. I think I've told you guys I've been listening to this for like 5 years now, and look forward to it I like plan my days around this show. So
and we see that, man, and we really appreciate it. It's it's one of those things that makes us want to keep going too, when we got listeners out there like you that are, and that's why we really wanted you to be a part of this too. Like we seen you reaching out and, out there in California, and I remember going to Travis one day and being like, hey man, like let's get a hold of Bones. Let's see what he can get going for us, man. He's a diehard listener. He seems like a good kid, and no, we're happy to have you around, man. We do appreciate what you do for us and what you've been stepped up and done for us recently. I know we bust your balls a little bit on the Game Boy Color camera, but it's all in fun, man. And
joke now.
What's that?
That's a run of my family now.
Yeah. So we we appreciate it, man, and we see the videos and we see the progress even with the videos that you send us, and it's cool, man. And when you love motocross as much as all of us do, it's pretty easy to get along with everybody. So you got to have thick skin in this industry too, and so it's nice to be able to poke fun at each other and do the whole thing. So but yeah, man, we're what do you got, a call coming in over there?
Yeah, dude. No, he was calling us. What the hell?
Is the Game Boy Color acting up?
No, this is an iPhone 12 now. So I've upgraded.
All right, gotcha. That what you've been filming on your new phone, or if you picked up a digital camera?
No, so my previous Game Boy Color was actually an iPhone 6. So that was the first videos that came in, and then right before the new year, or maybe the new year, I don't even remember. Before Anaheim 1, I upgraded.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah, we noticed. We saw.
Yeah. Well,
right.
And you're getting into the photography thing a little bit too, aren't you? Didn't you get a camera?
Yeah, I got a camera for Christmas, and I don't know. Do you guys know who Cole Beach is? He's on Stewart's podcast.
Yeah, Cole Beach.
Dude, he's a good buddy of mine. I had a full-on conversation with him last night too about Malcolm and everybody. So
that's
I'm
cool.
picking it up well, and it's not honestly like 2 years ago. If you asked me, I would have never said photography, but it's a way into the sport, and maybe you guys will see me on a floor of a supercross one day. That's my goal.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like,
not if you're associated with us.
No,
sorry to break it to you.
Maybe. I tried having this conversation with Travis to chill down a little bit.
We're chill. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Look,
y'all are chill.
They pulled something out of their ass from 2021 of me fucking running my mouth, which happens. It's fine. Whatever, dude. Look, here's the thing. They're fans of us too, and if they ever want to come on the show, they can contact me. It's no problem. We would love to. I would love to talk to Sean Brennan or Mewey or Prater.
Yeah, I would like to talk to him too, but Travis was aggressive.
Sometimes I get that way.
Travis was aggressive.
Liquor and me getting on the microphone talking about something is a bad fucking thing sometimes, all right?
Yeah, I would like to talk to those guys because I think the business side of the sport is very interesting, and I think there have been steps made to fix it a little bit, but
look,
I would still like to pick their brains.
We're not going to get into it, but if you haven't listened to the Steve Astafin podcast, which we're going to talk about a little bit here on Gypsy, he also goes in on it, and so it just justifies everything I talk about all the time.
Oh boy.
So
okay. Well, either way, what I was gonna say, Isaac, is like I enjoy the photography stuff, man. It's the hard part is I always want to be the one in the video, but I like picking up a camera and with the social media stuff these days, finding a song that fits the video and all that kind of stuff. So I think it'd be really interesting to have a conversation with Cole Beach and some of those guys out there. I think Dylan Kelly's brother quit being a mechanic and picked up a camera. He's doing some stuff for Vital now. But
Isaac's going to do some stuff for the website here because I did finally get the website login figured back out and everything. Then I got real busy with my real job, we'll call it. So I haven't had time to really get him with the login and everything going like that.
Oh, to start doing some race recaps and stuff like that.
Yeah, and some when he goes to the practice track, take a few really good photos and put them on the website and write a little blurb about being at the practice track that day and what he saw stuff. So because he is in the mecca of motocross in Southern California.
Bones has just got it going on.
He's our West Coast contributor. I need to get him some business cards and this Google Calendar going so he can start making shit really happen for us.
So do you go by... So if you're at the dinner table, are you Bones or are you Isaac?
Okay, with my family, I'm Isaac. But when I first created my account, my Instagram, it was Bones. I don't even know where that came from. That was just a cool nickname I thought of. One of the girls at my local coffee shop randomly called me Bones, and it just cracked me up.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I wondered if it was something like that.
Yeah, it depends on who you ask. Well, most, I go by Isaac.
Well, I think we're gonna stick with Bones.
We're sticking with Bones.
I think we like Bones.
That's all right.
All right.
So,
all right, man. Yeah, for the listeners, this is Bones. This is the Bones guy we talk about all the time.
Me.
So
I'm Bones.
Follow him on Instagram at Bones.
338 _
Actually, can I change that? Let's go with Heart. I'm sorry. Can we go with Heart Kid? Because that is actually my...
So you want me to start tagging name. Heart Kid then? Because I've been tagging Bones.
You can tag Bones. It's just, I see random... Because that account's private. So I see random people come through and I just delete them because I don't recognize them. But anyway. Hey, guys, do you think Webb's going to win this title?
Nope.
I'm still waiting. I like to, you want to put your predictions in way earlier in the season to make it easy for the show and stuff like that. But I don't really want to make my real pick until about 2-3 more rounds.
Tomac's gonna go 17-0.
I don't believe that at all. Jett has a better shot of winning all the East.
Jett's gonna go 9-0. It's fine.
Yeah, Jett's gonna do it, but not Tomac.
Okay, all right. You guys are all fucking psycho.
They got any drugs out there in California that Travis might be on?
Oh, God. I don't know, man. We got some weed out here. But
That might
anyway.
be what Travis is on because
Probably.
what are you on?
I'm
to-
not
to
on
make that
nothing.
opinion?
What am I on? Have you seen that motherfucker ride this year?
I don't give a shit.
Like, are you? I don't give a shit.
I don't give a
I don't give a
shit.
shit. Puberty hitting hard over here. Dude, I mean, this guy's starts are on point. I mean, we're gonna get into this because we haven't even done the race
good
review.
on that bike. However,
Starts are on point. What more do you? He won the opening round. The first two rounds where he usually struggles and his average finish is 10th. He has won.
17-0 is a very aggressive statement. When
17
Webb rode the way he rode last
you
night,
guys-
Jason Anderson keeps weeding his shit.
Yeah, when Stubbs said on the group chat last night, well, if Ando was 2-0, there's a prime example of what happened in the main last night. Why I would not think that Ando is gonna go
And
fucking
exactly what happened to
17-0.
Ando can happen to Eli.
Dude, no way.
Except for
you
Eli
guys-
isn't going to
Eli
be calling
fucking
people.
crashed last week and still won the goddamn race.
Eli isn't
Yeah,
going to
that
be calling
was
people
wild.
bitches on Twitter either. I don't think.
What?
He ain't going to call anybody a bitch on Twitter.
That's a whole nother story. So, all right,
Oh
you got
my
any,
God.
you got
Did you see
anything
that,
else?
Isaac?
What's up?
Did you see that Anderson, his whole Twitter thing?
I saw that, and I also have you guys watched the press conferences?
Not yet.
Oh, I watched it. Barsha tried to
Yeah,
backpedal
Barsha
so
called him
hard.
out on that. Yeah,
He looked like an idiot, didn't he?
What do you mean by
who,
backpedal?
Barsha?
Yeah, Barsha looked really dumb. He was like, "Well, I didn't even say anything to him. He cussed me out and used
Oh, I did
profanity
hear
and all
that,
this
yeah.
stuff." And he started off
No.
like with this weird like, "Yeah," or whatever. And Tomac and Webb are just cracking up, trying so hard not to laugh up there
Oh my God.
because they're probably all thinking
No.
the same thing. But oh man.
Barsha's the coolest guy off the bike, but on the bike, he's a fucking
dude,
moron,
like
dude.
what is it? Is the circulation getting cut off in those pants? You think?
No, it's the helmet's too small.
Oh God.
I think it's the other helmet.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
God.
You got any?
Anyway,
No, we're
do
done.
you guys think Malcolm's gonna win this year?
Dude, James seems to. I don't know.
Listen,
I am.
Stubb and I shit on him pretty hard, but I don't. After that heat race, that was pretty impressive. However,
was great.
his main event was very Stu-esque, very much like his brother, just weeding it.
Really?
So,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think
No,
after that
I
heat
am-
race ride, I don't know. What do you think?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on Travis last year. I'm waiting till the last lap of the last race, and then I'll say he won't win.
Okay,
No,
I like
truly
it.
believe he'll win this year.
Yeah, who all you think is going to get wins this year? Who you
Who
got
else
on your
is gonna
list?
get it? Webb's gonna get one. Chase is gonna get one. Malcolm's gonna get one.
Doesn't sound
I
like
don't know,
17-0 over here, Travis.
You guys
it
are all
doesn't
fucking
sound
nuts.
like that, does it?
You guys are all
No, no,
fucking
no.
nuts.
Barsha is weirdly impressive this year. Like
I
I'm
was
not
going to say that too.
No.
like
He is a weenie,
Every
but last
time-
night's ride was pretty good.
It's a contract year. Of
To
course
hold
it's going to
out-
be better.
to hold
point,
off
good point.
Kenny like that. That was pretty impressive. And honestly, the last 10 minutes of that race, I'm just going with because Webb closed up the gap there at the end. The last 5 minutes of that race, I'm just going, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like here comes Webb. He's gonna get Tomac. I honestly thought Webb was gonna win that race.
Oh,
last
he
year.
was. Yeah, he
Or
was
last
coming.
night.
And
Oh,
Eli
yeah,
did
and-
admit he was trying at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just
No,
thought it was
I
funny, Roxon and Barsha too. So like Roxon, and I think Weege made this like comparison. Like Roxon is a bubble, and Barsha's
Oh,
the
yeah.
porcupine. You get anywhere near it, the bubble's gonna get popped.
Yeah. I was going to say, Barsha holding off Roxon's a real loose term. Roxon stuck it in there once and was like trying to and realized he could not stick it in and run away on that track. And then he was like, yep, I want no part of this.
yeah.
Yeah. How about Barsha cleaning out Sexton?
And then
They're
Wild.
friends. We're friends. I mean that's just a real bummer. Like we're friends and like I don't really want anybody to go down. Oh my god, just fucking own it like you did at the end of last
know.
year, bro. Like you look like a fucking
He looks like an
moron.
idiot whenever he gets asked about the questions.
Yeah.
About that stuff. Just like, yeah, I ran it in and we got together.
Yep.
Simple as that.
Kind of reminds me of a certain Vince Freezy from World Supercross.
Like, yeah, can you like He's no different than Vince Freezy. I don't understand why people aren't booing and shitting on Barsha as much as they do Vince.
Well, the fans didn't hold back last year at Salt Lake.
No.
Yeah, I still
No, they
laugh to
did
this
not.
day where they had it on TV. It was Malcolm. It was like, yeah, and then back to Barsha, boo, yeah, boo, right on TV. It was hilarious.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, Isaac, thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, we got to have you on
appreciate
again here soon, man.
Yeah. So,
I think is this the first time we've talked to you through text?
I think so.
I think.
Probably. Think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure something out. Maybe we can get to the West Coast one day, or maybe we can get him out to the East Coast. I don't know. Who knows?
Look, California is a fucking, no offense, Isaac, but California is a fucking shithole I do not want to go to right now. And I used to go there.
Yeah, I remember those days.
I was going to say, I was there multiple years in a row for different stuff, and I don't want any part of California right now.
Maybe we can meet in the middle somewhere. Maybe Texas or
Maybe.
Like that.
Maybe.
You guys, hey, how about you guys come down to Paula for the opening round?
I told you, man, I don't want to be in California at all. Your governor fucking sucks. Your laws suck. Your
Yes.
taxes suck. The fucking place is either on fire or fucking flooding like 364 out of 365 days of the year. It's fucking yeah. I'm
can't
out.
wait to send Travis a postcard from California.
I am fucking out. I'll meet you part way. I'll meet you at Glendale. How's that sound?
Hey,
Yo,
Glendale
that
would work.
stadium's nice though.
Huh?
That stadium in Glendale was nice.
It
I was
is.
there in 2019.
Yes. Yeah, I love that place too.
That place does look cool.
We might go. Since it's later in the year here, if the budget allows, we might go down there and hang out with Hopper for that race. So
Yeah, Glendale.
There you go.
Really?
yeah,
Hey, how is Johnny doing?
he's good. He's good. Did you see me on the shit show last week?
I did. I didn't watch all of it, but I did see you.
That's okay. I just want to point out that is still the highest viewed shit show so far. They've done 3.
Really?
They've done 3, and we're still
No, just wait
leading
till
the
I'm
way.
on it.
Huh?
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Wait
just
till Cooksey and I are gonna do a show in Vegas. Maybe.
oh yeah.
I got to talk to him about it still though.
Oh, wait. We're maybe gonna do a show. I haven't really talked to Cooksey
Well,
about
I did
it.
talk to Cooksey 2 days ago.
Oh, did
yesterday.
you?
Just Tucker stuff that was going on. And,
Yeah.
And I'll tell you off air, it's pretty good.
Oh, boy.
The typical Cooksey stuff.
Oh boy, that sounds appropriate.
And that's why I respect the hell out of Cooksey, man.
Yeah.
He, people can say what they want, but he'll, shit he says has.
Oh yeah.
He has ground to stand on with everything he says.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So.
but Johnny, man, I don't
good
know
dude.
Johnny, or I've never talked to Johnny, but some of his stuff is out there, man.
I don't want to hear.
I
it.
know.
He's awesome. I've heard me and him are very similar.
Oh, you think Tom Biel was going to beat Jett in Supercross?
No, that I'm out
Yeah.
on that.
Okay.
I'm 100%
No,
out on
not
that.
at all.
Okay, just stuff like that.
I think Tom Bial's going to wad his brains the first round, to be honest with you. But
No, I hope not. I'd like to. I can't wait to see him outdoors. That'll be interesting.
oh boy, Isaac's seen him at the test track.
Who?
Yeah, give us a Tom Biel report.
I haven't seen Tom. I've seen Marvin.
Oh really? I thought for sure you'd have seen Tom out there hanging out.
I want to meet him, dude.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how he looks in person.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen those videos from like Hemet or whatever,
Yeah.
and he seemed to be. He didn't look as loose as those other guys, but he seemed to be somewhat on the pace, I guess. But,
Yeah. I mean, Volan passed him pretty easy though, and Volan didn't even make the main last night.
Yeah, Boland also passed RJ
I
in that
can't
video.
believe Volan didn't make it last night. That was
Dude,
so
how about
sad.
him hitting that Asterisk dude right in the back of the head?
Dude, I
Oh,
know.
my
I was
God,
like,
that
oh,
was
that guy's
crazy.
dead.
Yeah. They better roll the mule out for their own.
It was right there. It was fine.
Was it?
So,
Somebody
yeah.
said it was stuck like axle deep.
Maybe. I don't know. It sat in that same spot the whole night. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that because maybe the
Mule is just
the
stuck.
mule was stuck. The guy got taken out.
It was a bad deal.
Yep.
So
A black hole over there that sucked him in.
all right. Well, Isaac, we'll let you go, man. We
Hold on.
appreciate you coming on. We will.
One more question for you guys.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Does Tomac sweep all 3 next week?
I told you he's going 17-0. So yeah.
Oh, you already know the crackhead over
But
here's
that's
answer.
like overall. Is he going
He
going
think-
3 for 3 next week?
Well, actually, how many? So what? There's 3 triple crowns.
Oh yeah, what's your
There's 3 races.
definition of sweeping? Like he's just got to win the overall, or he's winning every Triple Crown race?
He's going to win every race he's in.
I
Okay.
don't believe that at all, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Streak ends
No,
next
no.
week.
We're 2-0 so far. So
Yeah, Webb wins next week.
All
Sorry.
I,
no.
I think Webb wins the
All
Triple
I know
Crown.
is that Jett's going to sweep all 3 next week.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know. Nah,
Anyway.
I don't know.
Jesus. Okay, we'll get into
I don't
this.
know.
We'll get into this. We're going to be fighting here. So, all right, Isaac. Thanks for coming on, man. We will talk again
You're welcome.
soon. And let me know about those tickets for A2, man, and I'll get you the company info.
Oh, damn.
Our West Coast contributor, bro. We got to do something for the
I know.
Hey,
We got to take care of the man.
Did your shirt show up yet?
Not yet. And
Nah.
honestly, our mailbox.
It's probably this one I'm looking at right here, folded up.
No,
that
no,
never got
no.
sent
I
out.
said no. That's for the other Isaac. No, I sent his last week.
Oh.
So
But
No,
probably California, the UPS truck probably fell in the ocean.
probably.
You guys have Kevin on?
I haven't even talked to Kev today. I'm sure he's not
I
in a
don't
great
think his
mood.
morale's great right
No.
now.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. So
no. Hey, thanks for having me on, guys, and I appreciate it. And if you want me to come back on again, just let me know.
yeah, man,
Yeah,
we will for
absolutely.
sure.
It's nice
So,
putting
All right.
nice meeting you, I guess.
Yeah, it's nice putting a
I
voice.
kind of meeting you guys.
Yeah, kind of meeting. Maybe we'll meet through a Zoom call or something next time. But all right, man. Hey, take it easy, and we'll talk soon.
All right. Hey, enjoy that night show content I sent you guys too.
Yeah, we'll do, man.
Yeah.
I went through. Trust me, there's a lot of it already posted, but you sent me a lot of videos, and it takes me some time to get shit. So it's scheduled. It's coming.
Yeah,
Don't you worry.
Instagram's got scheduling now. So.
All
Yeah.
right.
So all right, later, buddy.
See ya.
All right.
All right, Bones.